Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Rush, your daily rush hour updates straight from DP24 Media. And this is your Turbo speaking. And we have felt recently the light shaking, and we are still confirming with this if this is related to another earthquake or not, but we will let you know once it is confirmed. But let's have some sort of a big announcements that we're going to make here on DP24 General TV. Of course, Summons to Surrender Place recently, as you have heard, have introduced the feast worships Our Father, which came from the album Take Part, Songs for Holy Mass. And it is hereby adapted by yours truly, in order to avoid all sorts of fatigue-related symptoms, and of course, in order to make the prayer time alive once again, in time for the reintegration and recovery as well. And of course, we have been trying our best to have an alternative days for the Come to Your Surrender Place, in which it happens temporarily this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this week. And of course, rush hours would be more draining. So DP24 Media have decided to introduce the overnight Come to Your Surrender Place, in which it will happen by next week. And at this time, we are undergoing the test broadcast of the Come to Your Surrender Place last Wednesday, when some portions would be included and adapted from the original Bay Area prayer setting, in which it happens every Monday. But however, a solo lead will be occurring for the rest of the weekdays and even on Saturdays as planned. And here's the good news. Our fiber blaze network have upgraded already into a minimum of 100 plus Mbps, as some users have speculated. And right now we are waiting for confirmation from Fiber Blaze Network within Cavite as well. And of course, Fiber Blaze in General Alvarez have opened initially for the southern portions of General Mariano Alvarez already. And likewise, we have some traffic updates. As you can see, we have reported construction, and this may result into heavy to standstill traffic that may experience in Bacoor City, and likewise this stanza and general Trias City is being known to be prone for such congestion. Northern and central portions of General Trias is also prone to the congestion as well. And we have a warning. We have reported river crossing that is being occurred in F. Manalo Street in General Trias City, nearly in Somerset, Lancaster, New City. And likewise, construction has been occurring also on Daanghai and Highway 419 within Imus City, possibly for the median construction and even a major infrastructure construction as well. So the speed limit for the construction for safety reason is at 6, not 60 but 40 kilometers per hour. And speaking of construction update, Molino Overpass still yet to be finished, and it is subjected to local complaints that we are seeing through. And right now, this poses a concern already, and at this time, it is a standstill advisory. We are issuing a standstill advisory for the Southern Molino area, including the Somo Vista Mall and SM Molino as well. And likewise, we are issuing a standstill advisory for Imus City as well due to ongoing construction of the Highway 419, and that includes possibly a rehabilitation of a major infrastructure works. Philippine Standard Time, it's now 5:35 and we're still on the morning rush. There is an ongoing construction close to SM Bacoor in Bacoor City. And at this time, we are issuing a standstill warning already for Bacoor City. And if you're heading northwards, we recommend everyone to take Nomo Avenue towards Bacoor Boulevard. And we're warning everyone that Paranaque ITX survive congested during rush hours. And therefore, there is a connection with the possibility of reduced lane count in E6 due to ongoing construction that would connect the on-ramp from Highway 171 to the elevated section. And at this time, we are not seeing any sort of congestion on the southern portions of Highway 1 EH36 EDSA. However, everyone must keep out of the bus lane. In Highway 170, we have detected a crash involving a sedan or something like a car-like accident. We are yet to be sure if this involves a sedan or SUV. And of course, it's a standstill advisory already due to the accident that has been occurred on the eastbound of Highway 170. And as such, due to the nature of the construction of the northern portions of Highway 170 towards Fairview, there is a possibility of a heavy to standstill traffic already. So keep in mind that if you're going to your workplace, we recommend everyone to leave as early as possible, take a bus right away at the designated bus stop, and there's an alternate, a shortest detour for this road construction if in the case of a southbound. So you have to make a right to Peacock Street, then left to Windsor Street, and then make a left at Don Jose Street and back to the Highway 170. This is applicable only for sedans and motorcycles, as buses and trucks are required to be at the Highway 170 main line for safety and efficiency reasons. MRT-7 construction may affect even the Highway 170 as well. So the speed limit still stands at 60 kilometers per hour. For the regular times and 40 kilometers per hour for the construction work times. And of course, we have a standstill warning for the Highway 127 due to the reduced average speed factor of 11 kilometers per hour, increasing the time into 15 and greater, whereas the driving times of greater than 15 minutes would be a ground for a standstill warning or a major standstill warning already. And likewise, a fender bender has been occurred on the west surface road of E1 NLEX. And we advise everyone, if you're coming from Valenzuela Malinta interchange, you have to take first the main line in order not to interfere with the local surface road incident like this. And we're not seeing any sort of congestion issue for the E2 Metro Skyway elevated from Alabang all the way to Balintawak. But however, if there are any sort of at-grade related congestion, they should not affect the elevated sections. And we have a possibly construction on the ramp towards Sukat from E2, and we advise everyone to be careful on these construction zones, slow down for safety reasons, and even on Highway 142 as well from Alabang. And unfortunately, we have detected a local congestion on city roadways, including Amontay Road, and even on the Congressional Road Network, Governor Manggubat Avenue. Palapala is still on the congestion free, but please be advised that we should leave as early as possible in order not to be stuck at the congestion itself. Embarcadero Bridge still yet to be completed at this time. So with the Cavite Laguna Expressway Silang interchange. Highway 60 is already congested. And it's a standstill warning already. Take the tour as soon as possible in order for you to take the fastest route within a matter of seconds or minutes. Highway 59 is at standstill warning already due to possibility of a congestion. Highway 420 is at standstill advisory at this time. So we recommend everyone to take Cavite Laguna Expressway if you're going to have sort of faster travel, or take Eton. And right now in Calamba Santo Tomas corridor of Highway 1, this is at moderate to heavy traffic, and light to moderate traffic has been detected. Therefore, it's standstill advisory for this Pan-Philippine highway network. And all commuters coming from San Pablo to Lucena and back are needed to be taken into consideration ever since that the railway networks have been trying to revitalize. But instead, the ongoing rehabilitation from Calamba all the way to Alabang will be started from July 2 onwards following its closure. That would affect 400 plus commuters in a bid of upgrading the railway standards. Of course, we are saddened to see some sort of congestion that is happening right now. But let's have some sort of reminders. And of course, we are still on air on DP24 General TV. And therefore, we should have all sorts of what's happening right here in our base, wherein we are preparing for some sort of, you know, board examination reviews. And of course, a year, right after the launch, a year after the launch of the digital cable TV system for the entire fiber-based network. Upon our realization that our analog TV signals, both over the air and even on the cable, that degraded quickly, we have 100% way to be sure that so upgradable to digital, and of course we have to upgrade everything to all digital, including those initially on the over-the-air television broadcast. And of course, we are going to show it to you the proof wherein the digital TV, both over the air and cable, has been fully upgraded. Whereas, as shown on the screen, we have a partner DASCA Cable for its fiber-based network have stepped up into the response of the needs of the people here, not only in Tasmania City but elsewhere across Cavite, like those of the cities of Imus, General Trias, Martes, and even in the municipality of Silang. And likewise, oops, we have some sort of technical issues here. And we have to exit this slide. Of course, as time passes by, there is a dramatic increase of speed for the promotions that we have, particularly to those who are new to here. We recommend everyone to please upgrade as soon as possible to those here in Cavite. And if you're in Imus, General Trias, Trece Martes, and even here in Dasmariñas, and also in Silang, and the newest in the southern portions of General Mariano Alvarez to upgrade immediately into the unlimited fiber optic internet connection, or FIOS internet connection, taken care of DASCA Cable and Partners. And for more details, see flyers and FB page for more details. Per DTI for trade permit number R4A Cavite 024 series of 2023. And if you need more information, there is a hotline to call at 0919 058 1111. Once again, that's 0919 058 1111. And likewise, we are going to check out the fiber-based network in a bit. And of course, we recommend everyone, especially to those in Dasmariñas City. And now, here's the catch. If you're going to guess the speed that is currently running right now, we are yet to show you the full information because of an ongoing embargo that is being imposed, and of course new extra boost plans coming soon. Some of our users have speculated about the increase of the speed for the plan 999, which is the base plan. In addition to that, please be advised that there is a subject of a maintenance fee and a digital cable receiving fee on top of the base plan. And therefore, this July, something big will happen for this fiber blaze network. So congratulations to all fiber blaze personnel who have helped us elevate this standard of the internet connectivity. And of course, sooner or later, it will be expanded and covered to some areas. The Southern General Mariano Alvarez is still at the initial application. So we recommend everyone, especially if you're in General Mariano Alvarez, to apply initially. And therefore, for the existing fiber blaze subscribers, that there's a sort of promotion going on. And here's the story that it needs to be told. And there you go. This is the story we're in. It got started from the typhoon, wherein our competitor fiber optic system network got down. Of course, with this working laptop going on for the ongoing thesis oral defense. Of course, so sad that the repair takes longer than it is intended, and therefore we have left no choice but to use the LTE signal. But thankfully, D2 LTE got into a stable LTE signal here in this DP24 Media Center. And of course, all of us in this thesis oral defense for our research regarding the transportation got passed already. And therefore, this is the promise that needs to be told, wherein it is enough for this multi-day interruption and me and my family have decided to transfer into such fiber-based network that got started way back December 2021 or 2020. We're yet to be sure about these dates, but we will confirm this one and be cut off from the recording if the server of these two are correct. But here's ironically speaking. In the case of the fiber cuts, of course, this is happening, especially if this a natural calamity, but for some reason of the apparent sabotage, like the one that happened in Palapada, and right as we speak, we have released some sort of a previous statement condemning the apparent sabotage of the fiber optic line infringing on the most subscribers or users working routine, or in our case, it is in the duration of our prayer time, which is the summons to your surrender place, which has been on the lead by our partner from the and friends from the Feast Bay area at the time of interruption. And therefore, it got restored on the same day, right before the Divine Mercy Chaplet. Of course, we condemn such acts that detrimental to the ongoing programming that got way affected and therefore this is our promise once again that if ever there is another fiber cut again, we might report immediately to the police on such fiber cut cases. And of course, another fiber cuts that involves the clearing operation from a power company causing massive disruption on the telecommunications line. Hence, it is considered a fiber cut fiasco already last December, wherein some evidences that we have been presenting to you and of course such fiber cut fiasco would cause an inconvenience to everyone. And hopefully, this fiber cut fiasco would never happen again. And as such, we are strictly implementing such measures that would increase the penalty for such acts of sabotage. And in that case, if any sort of fiber cut that is caused by a sabotage, we will never hesitate to file a case against anyone violating the applicable laws, including the anti-cable TV and internet tapping law. As we stand for the user protection against all of this interruption or disruption. And DP24 Media, together with DASCA Cable Services, Sky Cable, and other cable TV operators, are asking you for your cooperation to report any suspicious activities across the respective fiber optic networks and stay vigilant so that we could continue on with this content creation and even the services that you deserve anytime and anywhere. And if you have spotted anyone cutting or sabotaging those fiber optic lines and even the power lines, call 911 right away. And that's all for this statement, to be published all over DP24 Media's DP in Focus session. later on. And that's it for this message that we have to share it through these rough times that we have been going through in this pandemic recovery and reintegration. Of course, we are strictly complying with the law and its implementing rules and regulations, in this case for our content creation and for DASCA Cable, Sky Cable, Meridian Cable, and others for the cable TV industry. It is our top priority to provide necessary services for everyone. And now, with this online review or a hybrid review that we have been done, and we thank everyone, especially those in Falcon Engineering Review Center, which is headed by Engineer Luz, our top one reviewer or board taker from Dasmariñas City. And so, our statement should in any way not reflect those of the partners or guests involved in the show. This is our opinion, and of course, it's not only about the news but also for the public service as well. So, with coming days ahead, we are seeing some news about ABS-CBN Entertainment noontime programming. It's showtime. So, they have decided already to transfer their programming into GTV channel of GMA Network. Of course, we welcome the development. And as what Attorney Felipe Gozon, Chair and CEO for GMA Network, have mentioned this quote, TV war is over, unquote. Hence, we have come for a decision to have a conditional pardon pardon for the entire ABS-CBN Corporation. Ever since that we have blacklisted for all sorts of violations that they incur, including those of encrypting the over-the-air digital channel without authority from NTC. Of course, as a result of the shutdown, GMA for the box would never encrypt such digital TV channels and have decided to let it be received for free. Hence, all GMA for the box channels have received properly on our HD TV channels and even on most set-top boxes. That's why the over-the-air digital TV goes free again. Right after what happened to ABS-CBN, where they have encrypted for so long that rendering most HD TV and even generic set-top boxes unreceivable for such encrypted channels. Of course, it should be free for all, regardless if you have an HD TV set or a set-top box that is being installed. There you go. And for those who are going through the rush hour, we advise everyone to please leave as early as possible in order not to be caught up with a heavy to standstill traffic. And we are working already with the city government and also with our partner cable company, DASCA Cable, to improve such services towards the betterment of becoming a smart city. And so the new City Hall may commence and inaugurate at any time. So please stay tuned to our City Mayor Jenny Ostria Barsaga's Facebook page for more information. Right now, the city government is still at the downtown Dasmariñas. And as of last time, 21st June, there is a possibility of dropping the active COVID cases. Of course, we have to be more careful, particularly those who are working already in their workplace, to regularly do the 5S, including those of clean up and even sanitation, and even sustaining such measures, even if it's all means to be beyond the pandemic. So that's all for this morning rush. But before we let you go, Feast das Mainas is now available once again. And of course, we have a Holy Mass and a powerful talk by tomorrow afternoon. And if in case of a thunderstorm warning, all outdoor gatherings shall be strictly prohibited for the duration of a thunderstorm advisories and warnings that are in effect in your local area. So that's the part statement that we have to make, especially for the sake of safety and security to all members and guests. So be safe, be well, stay sane and dry, and you are loved. This has been your dear Paul. Have a wonderful day ahead.